What is up? What is up, YouTube? Oh my goodness, man. What is going on, Denzel? I hope to God this is not because, Denzel was named by some of these alleged Diddy freak off party, whatever that baby or crap is. Some people named Denzel Washington name, and some people said that he was there. Some people said he got mad at Diddy and took him and his wife out. Oh, let me leave this cord alone. I'm gonna leave it alone after this one. When the video starts, I swear I'm gonna stop. I'm not gonna mess with this cord ever again. Everybody in my live chats and everything said, leave that cord alone. Now, this is my fidget thing, man. I'm nervous because I can't believe all this is happening, period. All of it. I can't believe all of it's happening. So anyway, Denzel Washington has now got baptized and received the license and all this stuff. Oh my God. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. What do y'all think, man? You think he trying to save himself? He trying to make it into heaven? Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. And look here, Too Strong. Let me tell you something. Now, let me tell you what I feel about that. I feel as though you right. You do not. I do not. Maybe we got to say it like that, Too Strong. Too strong. Too strong. I do not. Because, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings if that's what you do or whatever. I do not. I do not kiss a man. I don't give a damn if it's on his ear, his arm. I do. If you own that piece of clothing, I don't want to kiss it. I don't give a daggone. That's just what I'm just telling you what I like to do. Now, if it's a girl, head to toe, baby. And I do mean from the head to the toe. Look here. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell. Let's check this bad boy out, man.
Again. And we also got Denzel about to be a pastor. I mean, he's not a guest. I mean, I wish he was, because I would like to hear what he got to say about this. But is he a pastor or have you been?
He's been baptized and officially ordained, and he has a certificate and everything.
By 𝗗𝗢𝗡𝗞𝗦, the Church of God in Christ. Hallelujah. Okay. So, I don't want people to think that we like.
Wow. Get ahead of the storm, baby.
Right. His come to Jesus moment. I said, I feel the same way. I don't want people to think we're making fun of him because, it's always a good thing when somebody decides to live their life right and give themselves over to God and try to do the right thing. But I just find it interesting because of the timing.
Well, maybe. Okay. Let me say something about that. Maybe, just maybe he saw the light. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, he went from
he saw the light, all right.
What you looking at?
Come on, damn.
I'm trying to help the man. He started out with a good reputation. We found out that was fake. All right, because we found out that he was a gay. And don't nobody, for the audience out there, don't be saying that he ain't gay, because he gay because he kissed a man in the mouth. And he said it. You don't pay no man to kiss no man in the mouth. I don't care what the case is. You do not kiss a man in the mouth. All right. First of all, you don't kiss nobody in the mouth if you're married. But then if you do kiss somebody in the mouth, you better be a woman. It's a man. So you're gay. Second is and people don't like when I say this, but he's junkie. You know what I'm saying?
He absolutely is.
And so maybe, just maybe, and I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt, he said, hey, you know what? I want to turn to the Lord now and start preaching the good word.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I want to hear it.
I don't think so. See, what I find interesting is all of these celebrities. Okay, there's plenty of these celebrities that are now doing real shady things in light of Diddy being exposed. Okay, you have people scrubbing their social media accounts. You have people even fleeing the country. Okay, Ellen DeGeneres and her wife Portia, both gone and said they're not coming back ever. Now they claim they left because of Trump being in office, but Trump's only going to be in office for 4 years. So why would you say you're never coming back? And then you have Ashton Kutcher, who was very close with Diddy since 2005.
Yeah.
He and Mila Kunis saying that they're going to leave the country. And now we have Denzel. Now, to me, Denzel's trying to get ahead of the storm that's coming because he absolutely knows that something's coming. I think they all do. They just don't know to the extent of what's going to be exposed. I feel like they know that, you know, Diddy has these tapes now, which I don't think they knew at first, because that probably, you know, they probably just found that out when the feds raided his properties and then said something about 250 cameras in the homes. Okay, so now they know that there's footage of certain people, and I think some of them are worried that they're on there, and they likely are.
I got a question though. You still think that these Diddy tapes exist? These freak off tapes?
Yes, absolutely.
But break that. Okay. Listen, and I want to continue on.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Denzel is saying he gonna leave the country too? Don't come on, Denzel. We still need some good movies from you, man. You still got a couple of left.
From where you left off, so please don't forget. Mm-hmm. But I want to cover that part. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm starting to think that.
Okay, he's not leaving the country, not yet.
You're gonna call me crazy for this. I'm starting to think that they either never existed or they gone. They gone. I think they gone.
I definitely don't think they're gone.
You think they still? Where would they be at?
What?
Definitely, Diddy has them somewhere. Okay, I don't know where they are, but I think the fact that Diddy has those tapes somewhere is the reason that he hasn't been able to get a bail. Now, they say obstructing justice and he's a danger and all of that, you know, and that could be true. But at the end of the day, I also think that it has a lot to do
This is what I like about Too Strong.
Videos. And
this is what I like about Too Strong.
Now, remember when they had an interagency raid at the jail that he's in? Mm-hmm. And they said that they were doing this because of the inmates coming up dead and smuggling of drugs and things into the jail, right? I literally told people
nothing's on them.
This is targeted for Diddy. Now, at the time, I actually thought that they were coming in to try to do like a, look around to see where the cameras are and everything is and figure out how they could have Diddy come up, delete it, and basically act like he did it to himself, like with the Epstein scenario. But that wasn't the case. But what was the case is that Diddy was targeted, because now we see through his attorney, Mark Agnifilo, filing those papers about them taking his property, them taking paperwork and everything from his attorneys, communications between him and his attorneys, that wasn't contraband. So why did you all take that? And I think that, they absolutely came there to target Diddy. And so with that all being said, I think they want Diddy to stay in jail behind bars so that they can monitor him more closely and hopefully get him to crack so that he tells them where the bones are buried, i.e. the videotapes.
Will Queen, you messed up my train of thought here, because I was thinking a certain way and I don't like when you make me think another way. So no, but I mean, I can, but really, all honesty, no joking aside, I can see I can see that side of the story too. So I'm just kind of, I just can't wait till this thing really crack open. It's like, we think it's cracked open now, but it ain't cracked open yet.
No, this is the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah, it is. But okay, so that's your beliefs on the Diddy tapes, and
yes,
and I consider that. I take that into strong consideration. But now, okay, so back to Mr. Denzel. So where did we leave off at? I forgot.
Well, Mr. Denzel and other celebrities likely knowing that there's footage now that they found out about the Fed, that was confiscated during the raids, but not knowing if they're on it. And if they are on it, not knowing exactly what predicaments they're in. Okay? Because think about it. Denzel already admitted that he was at a Diddy party till dawn.
Yeah.
What time do you think the freak-offs start? What time do you think they start? At the end of the day, the freak-offs probably end at dawn. Okay.
You got to do that question again. What time do you think the freak-offs start?
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Now, they likely start at about midnight, because remember Diddy shouting from the balcony, telling people to get their kids out of there in 15 minutes?
Yes. Yeah.
So that's probably the time the freak-offs start, from about midnight. And he was clearly there after midnight.
Let me tell you something about freak-offs. Let's talk about freak-offs, all right? Mm-hmm. Now you somewhere to do a freak-off because you're freaky. Ain't nobody got time to wait till midnight. That started when the party started.
This the footage right here.
Yeah, I don't think it took that long. What time did the party start?
Well, that's a good question.
Well, whatever time the party started.
Probably not too early. Probably not too early before midnight.
Yeah.
And the reason I say that is because remember when Diddy was on Ellen's show years ago and she said she'd never been invited to one of his parties?
Right.
And then he said something about, she's probably asleep. I can't remember what he said, but he alluded to the fact that she probably wouldn't be out or up when the party starts. And she said, well, what time? About 9? And I think he was basically said it starts a little bit later than that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Man, you got good memory. You remember everything. Calculated. So what do you think? Do you think that
you got that right,
a chance that he really
my freakiness don't have no time limit.
Turn to God or whoever it is they turn to.
No, I think this is acting. I think this is another performance. Only this one's in real life, not on screen. Okay. And he's not going to be nominated for an Oscar for it. But at the end of the day, I think this is all an act. Denzel is, and quite frankly, I think that it's pretty smart. But Diddy should have thought of this. Okay. Diddy should have thought of this before all these allegations came flying out of the closet. He should have had a come to Jesus moment, came out and said, and instead of changing his name, he should have changed his life. Okay. And said, y'all know what? I think I'm going to be like Mace. I'm about to start preaching. Okay, all praises to the Most High. That's what Diddy should have done. Too late for him now. But see, what Denzel's doing is he's trying to get ahead of it. Denzel has made a bunch of very calculated steps. Now, let's think about it. Let's go over each one by one. So first, he comes out and tells us that he kissed a man in that movie and that they removed it. Now, like we already said, that if they removed it, he didn't have any reason to tell us. Well, I think that he went ahead and told us because something else may come out down the line about him doing something a little zesty.
Oh my God!
Do you think that okay? So ultimately, you think that this is all a stunt? You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm just trying to get it right. But if Puffy would have, or whatever his name is now, Love Puffy P Daddy, whatever,
I forgot about Mace.
Done that.
Mason did it.
I think he may have gotten a bond.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Not that he would have beat the charges or gotten away with any of it, but he, at the very least, would have been able to get a bond because they're saying, oh, he's a danger to the community. He's a danger to society and all of these things. So that would have helped him had he done that prior to all of this happening. That's why I'm saying he should have thought of it. What Denzel is doing is what I believe is damage control. Now, this is all alleged and purely my own speculation, but I think he was doing damage control the whole time.
That's true.
Saying that he kissed that man. So now later on, if we hear that he did something zesty at a party or anywhere else, he's already put it out there. He's getting ahead of the story. Second of all, he came out and said that he was doing the illegal substances and shooting up. But then he says he wasn't an addict. Well, of course you are. Nobody sticks anything in their veins, sir, okay, to get high unless they're an addict. That's for number one. Yeah. But also remember, he said I was shooting up because they were shooting up. Who is they? Well, likely the people at the freak-offs.
So he's preparing himself. You showing off right. You got me again. He preparing himself to say, hey, I was on drugs. They had me. I was doing good. And then they came in and just give me the drugs.
Wow.
And now,
that's right.
And praise the Lord. Hallelujah. I'm back.
Right. I wasn't in my right frame of mind. And remember, he also said that he had an alcohol problem.
Yeah. And he's starting to act different, man. Like he want to fight people and he not look, he's held himself up for a long time, but at some point we got to break down, you know what I'm saying? But
right.
He just, it happened fast with him. You know what I'm saying? He looked completely different to me. And it's crazy because that's a pure example of hiding, putting these people on these high pedestals. I never saw Denzel in that light.
Shocked.
And now look, man, that's just crazy.
I didn't either.
So he fake preaching. And okay, so what's gonna happen? What's gonna come of this? All this? What's the next move?
Well, when all these things start coming to light, other people may likely get exposed. Well, he's gonna have this cover. That I'm a pastor. I've changed my life, even if I did something. Now, hopefully, he didn't do anything illegal. Okay, like the allegations against Diddy. He may have done something that would be embarrassing or that would, taint his reputation. So now he has the ability to fall back on and say, you know what? I'm not that person anymore. I gave my life to God. I've been baptized. I'm a whole new person. I want to be in the number when the saints go marching in. That's literally what he said, by the way.
Oh, he did.
That's literally what he said. I want to be in that number.
When the saints
go marching in. That's what he said. Yes.
I ain't gonna laugh at Denzel, man. I'm rooting for you, brother.
I am too.
I hope he get
Let's
it
just
right.
hope.
It ain't looking good because I mean, but you look. Oh man, I don't know. It's I have a hard time. I don't know. Let's wait and see what happens. But okay, so as far as the coach, do they have any plans for him? To give him a mega church? Is he taking over somebody's church? Is he starting a new church? I mean, what's going on?
Listen, I don't think he's going to be preaching, okay? I think what he's going to do is he's going to be going to church, sitting there in service, okay? This is all part of his act, okay, in my opinion. I don't think he's actively going to be preaching because, I mean, now he could because he is an actor. He could get up there and act. Remember, he did play in The Preacher's Wife, now that I think
about it.
But we missing one part.
What's that?
We know he's a phenomenal actor, but we missed the part that he's a phenomenal speaker also.
Right.
Denzel can talk. Denzel is cold. You see, right?
Yeah. And he's good with motivational speaking points too.
Well, that's all we got now is motivational preachers. That's what they are. They're motivational preachers. Look at is TD Jakes part of the Kojic?
Part of the what?
Kojic, the Church of God in Christ.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. But I mean, but the point that I'm making is look at him. He one of the biggest guys ever, motivational speaker. What's that dude with the curly hair, the white dude?
Joel Osteen.
Y'all crazy.
Yeah,
motivational speaker. That's all they are is motivational speakers. The only one that I don't think that I would put in the motivational class in the motivational classroom is the one dude that be going off. I'm telling you now, shut up, Jesus. You know.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I cannot think of his name, but I know exactly who you're talking about. Yes, he goes in.
He goes in.
Yeah.
I think that his I don't know. I'm gonna leave that alone for now. I got mixed feelings about him. Gino Jennings.
That's him, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna say this about him. I believe for the most part, his intentions are genuine.
I think so.
Yeah. But I think that like Jakes and Osteens and all them, they know that they misleading people. They know that they dead wrong. They know the whole 9 yards. They don't have no good intentions at all. You know what I'm saying? Those are my thoughts. But I want to go back to something you said earlier about you talking about those P. Diddy parties and that he was good friends with Ashton Kutcher. I was reading and kind of slipped up and lucked up on this information. I didn't know that he hosted the last party.
Ashton did?
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know that he was that deep in, and so of course he's trying to get the hell up out of Dodge. Did he leave yet?
Yes, I don't know if he's left yet. That's a good question. But he said they were leaving. Yeah,
him and who else said he was leaving?
Mila Kunis. Leonardo DiCaprio. There was rumors that he was leaving. I don't know if he actually is. I believe he went to Italy for a minute. He may be back. I don't know, but.
So they blamed it on, Trump the president, so I'm out of here.
I mean, how convenient, right?
Yeah, I mean, you wasn't out of here last time he was president and everything was fine.
Right. Okay, now all of a sudden he's the problem.
Yeah, no wars, economy booming, all of the above. Now, why you want to run now?
Wow.
Exactly.
Because you know that in trouble. That's what it is. But now, do you think his good friend Oprah is in on that? The leaving thing?
Yes. She's not going to leave, I don't think. She supposedly has been over in Hawaii.
His wife, girlfriend.
But I don't think Oprah's going anywhere. But I definitely think that she knows what's going on with all of this stuff and that she has a part in it. I mean, when you think about that school she had over there in Africa, you know, there was some assaulting going on over there within a year of the school even being open. And one of the minor girls was impregnated.
Yeah. And then her connections with China God.
And Harvey Weinstein.
Back and forth through the water, messing
crazy.
Around with them babies. Now, I wanted, but see, you know what I think Oprah gonna do? Oprah gonna disappear and just get quiet. She gonna leave, but she ain't gonna leave. She gonna be out of sight, out of mind. That's what her plan is. Because think about it, nobody's really talking about Oprah right now,
right?
And it's only been a little bit of time. I mean, and it's, you know, one can say, well, that's going to be almost impossible for Oprah to hide because that's Oprah Winfrey. I mean, not hide, but like leave and be gone and really unnoticed. But the thing is, you got so much going on.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot.
Damn.
And Oprah, you know, she older. Her name is kind of dying down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You got these up-and-comers and all kind of wickedness going on. I believe that if she just disappear and keep quiet, she will eventually just fade away. Those are my thoughts. And that's what I think she planned on doing. If she has not already started that process yet, we don't know. Or I don't know. Let me put it that way.
I hope all of them get exposed, but I doubt it.
Well, you know what? It'd be good if all of them just go ahead and leave. Get out of here, because they still causing more damage. Because at the end of the day, like Oprah and all these people, they are addicted to this stuff, and you know why? Because of what they're getting from it. You know what I'm saying? Right. The drug that they're getting from the whole ordeal, and that's all part of this, and we don't have to say the name of it, but they are highly addicted to it.
Oh, and yes.
There's no way they're going to stop what they're doing. You understand what I'm saying? So I guess in that point, wherever they go, they're going to do it. So yeah, they need, yeah, you're right. They need to get a hold of these people and take them down forever.
Yeah, I would like to see them all behind bars, but it's not going to happen, because when we think about, all of the footage we saw them removing from Jeffrey Epstein's residences when he was raided, they had boxes and boxes, of video footage. None of that has ever come to light, and we still to this day don't know who were Jeffrey Epstein's clients.
Right. So I want to. I know this is a little bit
the high,
but I want to dig into this part. Do you think that Jay-Z and Beyonce are on those tapes?
Yes, absolutely. Somebody, as a matter of fact, I don't remember who it was. I want to say Don Richard or Tiffany Red, Cassie's friend. One of them, I believe it was, said something about Beyonce actually being there one night when Cassie and Diddy had a little spat or whatever. And Beyonce was visibly upset, I do believe. I think that was in one of the lawsuit filings, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
Now, with that all being said, I absolutely think they're on the video footage. And, that's why Jay-Z's going so hard in the paint on Tony Busby. Now, I'm not saying the victim, the person that's accusing him, is 100% telling the truth. But I do think that Jay-Z has dirty hands, that he's done something.
I think I, and a whole lot of other people agree with that he done enough dirt that, is real, that we don't need this fakeness. Because I don't believe this. Look, I'm not supporting Jay-Z at all, okay? But I do not believe this victim that's speaking out now. There's too many holes in the story. And I believe, and I said this in another interview I did, I believe that Jay-Z and Busby is in together to some degree.
You think so?
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna break down to you why.
Okay.
And for those who see the other recording, the other video, it's a repeat. Busby can't be that dumb. That's step one. He cannot be that dumb. You've let this girl go on an interview by herself. Now, first I was saying,
we don't know what dirt to go after,
because I didn't think he was that stupid. But he has not come out and said, "Hey, that's not my client," which would be the smart thing to do. He has not done that. So now I'm starting to think maybe it is your client. And
it is.
Yeah, and we watched all the video with all the loopholes that his lawyer pointed out in the video that he did, right? So why wouldn't you vet your client before you file a lawsuit? And I believe that this is intentional, because it's going to make all the other people that come to the forefront look bad and look like liars. And it was a strategic move. And also out of this, Diddy will get a lot of his civil lawsuits dismissed if he exposed Busby for being the bad guy. Now, now one can say, well, why would Busby do that? He gonna lose a lot of money, because he's not gonna win those cases anyway. He's not going to win most of these cases. I don't think he's going to win anyway. And if they offer him enough money, Busby can write books and go sit down and don't have to practice law no more, or he can practice through somebody else. So I think they kind of down together. I think that Jay-Z tipped him on the side, and so is Diddy. And I think that Jay-Z is helping Diddy out as well with this. That's my conclusion. It's
okay. Now,
that's what I think.
Now I'm going to say I do agree with one thing you said, because I said the same thing, that Busby did this all intentionally. He did it all intentionally. He's not in. I don't believe he's in with Jay-Z. He's absolutely against Jay-Z. Here's the thing. Jay-Z is doing all of this, according to Tony Busby, because Jay-Z, and I believe Tony Busby, because Jay-Z wants to intimidate Tony Busby into not pursuing further cases against Diddy. Now, why, after Jay-Z's attorney said that him and Diddy are not even friends, we have to ask ourselves, why would Jay-Z not want Tony Busby to pursue these cases against Diddy? Well, I believe because Jay-Z's involved in some of these cases. Now, the first one that we're hearing about with a 13-year-old girl at the time, I don't know if he was involved in that. Her story does have a lot of holes, but why Busby put her out there for that interview was because he wanted us to know that she was autistic.
That is great. That's great. I want the world to know that she's autistic. She probably did the interview by herself, but we are first busting the doors open on Jay-Z. A lot of these cases may not stick. They don't have a lot of proof. People just don't hand you the proof. Here you go. Here's a videotape, 4K definition of me raping, honoring you. We don't have God dang it. Evidence. Evidence is the word we're looking for. I had to bang it in there. Evidence is harder than what y'all think it is, man. But Jay-Z, I believe you did something to that little girl. I really don't think no little girl. You name somebody. Tell me, think about it. Ask a couple of people around you. Would you accuse somebody? Would you lie on somebody and say they raped you for $1 million? Would you do that? God, dog, maybe people will. Maybe I'm the one looking at it wrong. Yeah, he raped me. Yep, he raped me. And it still hurt with my $1 million. I don't think people would do that. That's just me.
He's saying that these people were sent by Jay-Z's teams because they slipped up and said it. One of them slipped up and said who they worked for.
Yeah, so that's convincing for the judge to take the case or to consider it. But good luck convincing the juror of that, because
he gave it to the police.
Yeah, but he don't have. But that's not like 100% proof, because right now somebody can be watching this show, right, and they can call you and say, "Look,
of course,
I'm with Corey's team, and Corey told me you better not say that." Blah, 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 blah. And then then people gonna be running on social media saying, "Well, Corey threatened." Look, we don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. In civil cases, all you have to do is prove it by a preponderance of the evidence. Doesn't have to be beyond a reasonable doubt. That's criminal. So in civil court, which
somebody
is what
that knows law,
only be beyond a preponderance of the evidence, and he has that, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah,
because we've heard. Now think about it. Jay-Z all but threatened him in his statement when he said it was a thinly veiled threat, in my opinion. And when he said, "I know how to deal with people like you." Okay, he said a few other things, but that was a thinly veiled threat as far as I'm concerned. And if I think that, I'm pretty sure the judge would think the same thing. And then you have these people saying, because the timing is going to play a big role in this as far as the preponderance of the evidence. When the people come in there and say that all of a sudden these people called them pretending that they were investigators for the state or the government, and then they're telling them, "We need information for you and we need you to sue Busby," and all of this. And then one of these people slips up and says who they're working for, and that's somebody affiliated with Jay-Z. But not only that, Tony Busby has a whole social media post that where I think it was Marcy Croft, one of Jay-Z's other attorneys, who was congratulating him on how the thing's being handled. And so it all is just adding up. I mean, it just clearly seems like Jay-Z's team was behind it. Now, we can't say 100%, but at the end of the day, we'll have to wait to see what the judge thinks.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say in the juror, because I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it real. I don't think that this case is going to go well for Busby. I think that this move is going to, this particular move with this 13-year-old thing, I think it's gonna backfire on his face. And I think Jay-Z gonna win this one.
Well, Jay-Z might win it because Jay-Z has a lot of people behind him. Jay-Z is much more powerful than Diddy. There's a certain group of people, in fact, that are behind him. Now, I'm not gonna say who those people are, but they wear small hats. Those people are behind Jay-Z. The NFL is behind Jay-Z. They said they're standing by him. Okay, so at the end of the day, Jay-Z, I'm gonna tell you right now, All right. I did a reading on Jay-Z. Jay-Z's not going to jail. He's not going to be like Diddy. Now, that doesn't mean that he's innocent of the things that will be alleged when more people come forward.
Yeah.
But he just is smarter than Diddy, because remember when I said that Jay-Z walks around in business suits and he's more corporate and all of that, you don't see him out here getting into fights, hitting people
Right.
with chairs and bottles. You don't see him acting like a whole thug like you see Diddy do it.
Yeah.
Jay-Z is very good at controlling his temperament. So
he is.
that's going to be in his favor. So with that all being said, I think that Jay-Z has done some nefarious things. I absolutely think so. And I think that that's one of the reasons he came so hard for Tony Busby, because why would you be coming at the attorney so hard rather than just basically pronouncing your innocence? And also, it's going to backfire on Jay-Z's nefarious attorney, 𝗟𝗚𝗡𝗞𝗦. That man's a liar. When he came out and said Jay-Z and Diddy are friends, that was his first mistake, because that can easily be debunked. That can easily be debunked. Okay. Not only that, I just think he's a bit sketchy anyway.
You know, I just did an interview with a guy, and he was telling me, he broke it down that, you know, he felt like Jay-Z and Puffy aren't friends. You know what I'm saying? Now, he had me thinking, because I guess that when he made the point that just because you see him in pictures or videos, I mean, I've been in pictures with a lot.
That's true too. That's true too.
So what makes you think that, or how do you know what makes you know that they are actually friends?
Well, I can't say that I absolutely know, but I'll tell you why I think it. It's because, for one, they've been together for decades hanging out. They've been at events together. And now we could say, oh, that's professional, like his attorney's trying to pull off and say, oh, they're just hanging out, supporting each other. But at the end of the day, when Diddy says no one is allowed to call him Sean except for Jay-Z and his mother, when Diddy is on up there on stage with Jay-Z and he says, this is extended family, this is my brother. Yeah. I'm sorry. Why is he saying all of this? Because clearly he thinks that's what they are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I believe that they were business associates and friends, but I don't know if they were as good as friends as I thought they were before I thought about
it. Well, they may not have been as good as friends as people may have thought, but to say they're not friends, there's no bond. To say they're just business associates, that's an absolute lie. He should never have said that. You know what he should have said? He should have said that, listen, my client has been friends with Diddy in the past, but he doesn't in any way condone any of the allegations levied against him, and he has nothing to do with it. My client is completely innocent. Or Jay-Z should have said that himself. And what would have worked even better is when Diddy got accused of these things, Jay-Z and other celebrities who have been close to Diddy, they should have come out and said, you know, I don't condone this. I'm sorry. You know, I didn't know these things were going on. I don't agree with any of it. And if these things are true, then I don't want anything else to do with him. They didn't say anything. And their silence spoke volumes as far as I'm concerned.
And then Dame chimed in on it. Dame, he wants Jay-Z to go down bad, but that's crazy. It's a lot going on. Again, that's why I said Oprah, if she wanted to, she can kind of disappear and just be quiet. Just shh. Mm-hmm. And she might fade away. But I think that I still believe that Jay is going to beat this civil suit. Now,
oh yeah, he just might beat that. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I don't think you have a problem doing that. I don't think you have a problem doing that. But that's not going to be the last we hear about it, because there's already a probe into him. You know that, right?
No, what? No. Please tell me.
The same day that they came out talking about the accuser's story fell apart. Mm-hmm. That same day, they announced that the feds have a probe into Jay-Z due to Ramir Satterway, his alleged son. Okay?
Because they trying to set up they got $100 million business loans and stuff, and they try to kiss each other butt to sign them $1 million deals. I don't like you. You know I don't like you. And I know you don't like me. But we need each other to do business. That's mafia style. That's in the movies. Come on, man. This is bigger than me and you. We got a shitload of people that's counting on us to feed them. I got employees that work for me full time. So I got to watch what I say to make sure they still have a job. That's what is happening. They not friends. They probably don't even like each other. But let's show the world that we can at least sit beside each other while we watch this basketball game.
Saying that there was allegations of collusion with the courts. See, that's another reason Jay-Z's not going to jail. Okay, because they're alleging that Jay-Z was in cahoots with the courts and the judge, and that's why
for the son thing.
Yes,
but okay, look, I got a question about that. Allie Carter, what's her name, and the Jay-Z dude, the Jay-Z alleged son,
𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦.
This is simple. Go take a DNA test.
Well, that would be simple, but Jay-Z won't take it.
No, Jay-Z don't need it. Jay-Z don't need to take it. He can go get it, what they call it, ancestry.com, and it'll pop right up on there. It will. Listen, I know people that done got that thing. In fact, my nephew, one of my nephews got one, and yeah, everything popped up. You know what I'm saying? It's like kaboom, and it was accurate.
Okay, so now he doesn't have to have anybody in Jay-Z's family's DNA tested as well?
Man,
because how would that prove that he's Jay-Z's son, though?
Listen, I don't. Okay, so I don't know. My answer is I don't know how they do it, but let me tell you what I speculate. Just use like my head, right? So different people. Okay, so first of all, if you ever been to jail or prison, your DNA they got your DNA, period, right? And they also got it through hospital records. This is a big database. Now, maybe some people have not taken it, but you know how you link and connect dots and
Oh, so you're saying that they may already have Jay-Z's DNA in the system?
Absolutely.
Because he has been arrested. Okay, so that makes sense. So
look, so you mean to tell me just little old me, right? I'm just old sweet pea in a pot, and you mean to tell me I got enough sense to know that ain't nobody told that man? All you gotta do is go take. And I'm not saying that that's Jay-Z's son. I'm not saying it's not. I'm saying I don't know.
Jay-Z knows that's his son. That man looks just like him.
Is all he got. All the young man got to do is go take a ancestry test. Then you put it in public. Boom. Look, this say you my dad. Now it's up to.
Well, he clearly doesn't know that, because I'm quite sure if he knew that, he would not have been for 10 years fighting to get the results and to try and going back and forth to court and losing and facing intimidation. He got shot at. Someone shot at his car right after he filed that civil suit. And then he said Jay-Z's family, not just him, his godmother, Dr. Lily Colley, I think that's her name. They both said that they have been terrorized, intimidated, and harassed. And people knocking on windows late at night. Someone fired at his car right after he filed the civil suit. They even said that some of Jay-Z's relatives called them and basically told 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦 that he needs to drop the lawsuit because Jay-Z likes people that are loyal.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's all this stuff is crazy.
So does that sound like someone who's completely innocent? Because here's the thing. The reason I think, and the reason that 𝗟𝗡𝗡𝗞𝗦 thinks that Jay-Z doesn't want to have that DNA test, because think about it like this. Jay-Z is famous. He's a celebrity and all of that. Why would he want to spend a decade going back and forth to court? Why would he want to spend money?
He probably already had that done, and that's why he want to go further.
If he thinks that's not his son, or if he knows it isn't, just go get the test. Like the young man's asking. But more importantly, let's not forget how Jay-Z said in his statement when he was going in on Busby, he talked about how where he comes from, they protect women and children, right? Yeah, well, if you want to protect women and children, Jay-Z, why don't you have any empathy for this young man who thinks that you're his father? And if you know that you're not, it would seem to me that you'd be more than willing to ease his mind and, lay it to rest by just taking the test. I believe that he doesn't want to take the test because that young man says his mother was 16 when she conceived him and Jay-Z was 22. That would prove the rumors that we've all heard for decades.
That makes a lot of sense in the world. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. But we cover. I got a lot out of you information and things that I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate that. And I would love to have you back again whenever you're ready. You call me and I'm on it like Johnny on the spot.
All right.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's see what happened. You know what I'm saying with the Diddy thing and what we originally talked about Denzel.
Oh, let me say one more thing before we go real quick. So that lawsuit that Diddy just got hit with about the lady in Oklahoma.
Right.
That's full of holes. Yeah, that's full of holes. That lady and Ariel Mitchell being her lawyer, I absolutely thought that it was going to be shady from the get-go, because that lady seems to represent nothing but liars, i.e. Adria English and Courtney Burgess. That's all I have to say about that.
Yeah, let's you know what? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
Okay.
Let's do a video about that, and that'd be real interesting. But yeah, I'm really wanting to see what happened with the Denzel thing. I would hope that he was genuine, but that's not what I think. You done said some things that make me think, dang it, Denzel. I just be, Merlin always tell me, man, you're too hopeful. You're too hopeful. You got too much hope and confidence, people. That's what I want to see. I just want to see people do right. But hey, if they do, they do. If they don't, it don't got nothing to do with me. And that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, wake up before you go to sleep. Peace.
Check it out, man. I think just the opposite on the Jay-Z thing, man. I think that no matter what, I think Jay-Z should go ahead and do the DNA test. I think he should. And let's say he is the dad. Okay. I didn't know. I'm sorry, son. And because I think that Jay-Z, if he is the dad or whatever, he don't want to have a relationship with the guy, with the brother. I don't want to welcome you into my dark world, and now you can really expose, Dad, this is nice, because you're my dad. And then all of a sudden, wait, what in the world are them big old serpentine snakes and stuff? What is that for? That type of thing. So, and I think that he should say, look here, okay, you are the father. Let's say that happens. Okay, we got that good down pat. And next thing you know, look, I'm the father. Look, man, here's a couple of meals. We're going to take your life. I'm sorry that I'm your dad. I don't want nothing to do with you. You seem like a cool guy, but right now I'm into all this NFL football halftime. Don't think you're going to get any free tickets. Here's 20 million. Leave me alone. That's what I think. That's the easy way. Yeah, daddy don't want to have nothing to do with me. Look here, boy. Some people daddy don't have nothing to do with them, and they don't get the 20 million. Something like that. But as far as Denzel, man, I got baptized 3 times. I got saved 3 times. And as you can see, ain't none of them stick. Until I realized that I'm not doing it for the show and put on the thing and get all in the water and baptized and all this type. We did that didn't stick. One day I just was laying in the bed and I said, Lord, I'm done. We don't need no big celebration. We don't need no big tell everybody and tell the world and drive around for Bible in your car. We did that before. Drive around with a Bible in your bedroom, did that before. Hey, that's between you and him, how y'all handle it, and that's what I did. So with that being said, I'm gonna get on up out of here. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.